The thing about bad habits is that they are the easiest things to develop and the hardest things to break, and unfortunately nobody is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. I'm telling you from experience. Nobody's knocking on your door and saying, Makita, let me help you be your most luxurious self. I have to wake up every day and say, I don't want this for me. I don't want this to be me. I don't want people to see me like this. And I wake up every day and I try again. The whole thing about becoming a better person is just trying again and hoping that today is better than yesterday. You're not going to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. If you were perfect, you wouldn't be human. And at the end of the day, no matter what you want to call it, you're human. So if you want to be the best version of yourself, you need to just try. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today is day 1 of the 5-day marathon. Your girl is posted 5 days straight in honor of 100 subscribers, even though your girl is almost at 150. So if you clicked on this video, you already know what we're going through. We're talking about 5 unhealthy habits that y'all have that y'all trying to fix. The problem is everybody want to wait until 2025 to restart, to redo. No, start it now. Fix yourself now so that when 2025 comes, you spend the whole year practicing the habits and not practicing getting into the habits. You get me? You get me. Number 1, stop neglecting self-care to live the hustle life, hustle culture. It doesn't make any sense that you're working. And when I say working, I mean every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Y'all are working. Nobody took a break. Nobody went on vacation. Nobody's even doing their workouts, doing their skincare routine, hanging out with their friends. Like, if you don't take care of you, you cannot build you. You cannot go from where you are to where you need to be. And let me tell you why. Because if you do not rejuvenate, recuperate, do all the R's of reliving the lifestyle, you're never going to develop because you're stuck in where you at. Not giving yourself a break makes you stuck, whether they tell you it or not. But I'm going to be the one to tell you that. You cannot keep working because burnout is real, and burnout is more dangerous than taking a break. You think, oh, because I took a day off, I'm 1 step behind. Actually, you're 2 steps ahead because the next person actually didn't take a break, but you're going to come back rested and you're going to come back with a full head of creativity to keep pushing yourself forward, as opposed to the other person who's, instead of using their brain power to do the work, they're fighting to find ways to stay awake. They're fighting to find ways to get the job done because right now their brain is all foggy. So I'm gonna say this to you with my full heart: take a break. Number 2, and this one kind of ties into the first one as well, but it's poor sleep and poor diet. You are what you eat, and it's worse with no sleep. So if you are eating junk food and you're eating like a lot of sugar, a lot of salt, you're drinking a lot of caffeine, you're not helping yourself get better. You're not boosting your skills that are boosting your creativity, they're boosting your performance. It's not doing anything for you, just because it's only giving you that little boost you need to do it for that moment, but in longevity it's not doing it. Like, yeah, you could have caffeine right now and you're gonna have a shot of energy right now, but you're gonna crash later because of that shot of caffeine. And that, on top of that, where sleep rejuvenates you in your deep sleep, and in the stagnant sleep is more so like for metabolism and stuff. If you're not digesting the food, much less the food that wasn't even good for you, you're not going to have any energy to rebuild yourself, to give yourself that boost you need to really put your best foot forward. And if you're not putting your best foot forward, how are you going to live the luxury life? How are you gonna be the best version of you? Like, you have to ask yourself those questions before you start doing things like not sleeping. Like, who's going to sleep late and waking up early to finish a project? Y'all have to choose you, and I promise you everything will work out. Yeah, sometimes you gotta stay up late. And yeah, sometimes you gotta wake up early, but it shouldn't be something in routine. It shouldn't be part of your regular lifestyle. If you want to be successful, if you want to be the best version of you come 2025, let's start now. Let's get these habits in now. And we're gonna start with, you're gonna cut out all the sugary drinks, the salty foods, the caffeine. Cut it out. Put a vegetable on your plate. Put a fruit in your drink. Like, stop wasting your time and energy on things that are not supplying you with what you need, fueling you with what you need. those foods are not fueling you. Yeah, it feels like it is, because when you get caffeine, now you're like this and you have the energy and you're doing this and you're doing that and you're making this happen. For how long? What, an hour? An hour and a half? After that, you're out, crashing. Now your body needs more, otherwise you're not going to get anything done at all. So you might as well start your day off with just good stuff, period. Sleep. Go to sleep. Me, I never lose a blink of sleep for anything, like ever. I don't even stay up late to edit a video. I don't do it, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna give y'all BS video edits if I stay up late trying to do it. I'm gonna miss audios. I'm gonna miss cuts. I'm gonna miss, like, maybe I could have typed it out because they can't hear me. Like, I'm gonna miss those things because I was too tired to catch it. It's the same thing with your regular life, regular careers. When you're a doctor, when you're I don't know, a doctor came to my head, but like anything in real life, you don't want to miss sleep, because it just makes you lack your cognitive skills, and those are the main things that help you build that luxury life, build the lifestyle you need. I'm just saying, if you want to be the best version of you, sleep and eat right. Not eat good, but eat right. Sometimes eating right could be good, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Don't try to be funny. Number 3, the procrastination. And this flows in because y'all don't have energy, because y'all are not taking breaks, because y'all are not eating right. Y'all are now procrastinating too. Now everything feels like too much work. Why? There's no energy. That's why you gotta eat right. Why you gotta sleep right. That's why you gotta take time to take care of yourself. But procrastination is also a mental thing, because a lot of the time people are piling on more loads of work than they are able to comprehend. So let me explain. So let's say you make a to-do list for the day, right? And you gotta go grocery shopping, you gotta shoot a video, you gotta go to work, and you gotta walk your dog. People will see the 4 things on the list and be like, no, it's too much, and then don't do anything at all, when really you should be doing one thing at a time. Take it one step at a time and it will get done. You can't keep yourself from completing things because it looks overwhelming, because a lot of the things that look overwhelming to us literally have no whelm. They're whelmless. Okay, if you just start with for some people, starting with the easiest task makes them feel more accomplished, what will make them feel like they want to do another task. And some people start with the hardest task to get it out the way. That's where knowing yourself comes in. I personally like to start with the easiest task. It makes me feel like I completed more things in the day, which allows me to feel like, you know what, I can do this. Let's go again. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Let's do another one, until most of my tasks for the day is done. Sometimes I complete it all, and sometimes I don't complete it all, and I complete like 95%. It's okay though. I feel like a lot of the times people procrastinate because they feel like it's gonna be a fail if they don't do everything. You have to gentle parent yourself. You're in charge of your life at the end of the day. If you have things to do, you have to do it the best way that your body is able to. If I don't complete X, Y, and Z by this time, that's fine. And I had to teach myself that. So I'm telling y'all, you have to teach yourself that, because I know a lot of us feel like we're failures when we do not complete everything, and you're not a failure. Yeah, you didn't do the dishwasher today, and you went grocery shopping, you did the laundry, you walked the dog, you went to work. Like, you did the majorities. It's okay to be like, you know what, clap it up to me. I did my big one today. Whether you finish the list or not. Now, I'm not saying that every time you shouldn't finish the list, but it's okay to not finish the list, because at least you're getting things done. Getting 95% done is better than 0. Getting 5% done is better than 0. Read your body and know what you're capable of doing in that day, and do what you feel you can do, and leave the rest to tomorrow. That's not procrastinating. That's taking it one step at a time. Procrastinating is not getting started at all. Number 4 is that hit of dopamine that y'all get. It is your worst enemy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When you go on TikTok, when you go on Reels, when you go on Shorts, and you're just scrolling. Oh, that was funny. Scroll. Oh, that was interesting. Scroll. Oh, that was, y'all have to let it go. Y'all have to let go of the instant gratification, because let me tell you what the millionaires aren't telling you. Instant gratification is where they want you to be at. They want you to stick at the consumer level, consuming what they're saying. Because if you're not producing, you're a consuming being. And a lot of the producing beings know that instant gratification is the enemy. Longevity, future thinking, that's where it's at, because the things you have to wait the most for are the most rewarding. Being patient always is the most rewarding, and they don't want you to know that, because if everybody played the long game, everybody will be winning. And the sad thing is that not everybody wants to see you win. Not everybody wants to see you at your best self, and that's why I'm here to look out for y'all. Let go of the instantaneous. You play the long game and you be consistent and you be mindful with everything that you're doing, you're 100% gonna get better at it. There's no way that anybody does something over and over and over again and they don't at least master the repetition of it. So you're always going to get better at something if you keep doing it. Now, if you keep doing it with an intention, like how I record a video and I intend to make something better, like I would make the audio better. I would make the visuals better. I would do like editing better, like doing more jump cuts or stuff like that. If you continue to do that over and over and over again, you're guaranteed going to get better. So the long game is 100% better because it gives you the patience to work on what you want to master. That's the long game. You have to work at it. If you do not work at it, you will never ever see results. You have to play the long game. Number 5. Now this one is super important and ties into what I was saying before. Y'all do not have boundaries, and the lack of boundaries is what's making y'all, or it's what's holding y'all back, because like I was saying before, there's not a lot of people that are rooting for you. The people at the top aren't rooting for you to get at the top. The reason why the top is a lonely place is because they had to drop so many people to get there. Because not everybody wants to see you win the same way that you want to see yourself win. Not everybody wants to be at the top and have friends up there. Not everybody gets to the top and gets to have friends up there. There's a lot of factors in it. But one of the main factors is you cannot keep sharing everything with everybody because everybody don't want to see you win. You cannot keep hanging around everybody because everybody don't want to see you win. You keep sharing with the wrong people all your business. Why? Who needs to know it but you? Y'all have to pick who you hang around. Pick who you share stuff with. Pick how you treat yourself. You don't need stress when you're fighting to get to the top, when you're thriving, when you're striving for luxury, when you're striving for the betterment of yourself. There's no reason why everybody needs to know what's going on with you. It's not that you're gatekeeping. It's not that you're hiding. It's not that you're, anything like that. You're protecting your peace and sanity until it's all laid out. Until it can speak for itself. You're putting in the work behind closed doors so that it can speak for itself. The consistency, the mindfulness, the eating right, the practicing every single day. You're doing these things to better yourself. You want to do it so much that they can't differentiate you from the lifestyle you live. You don't want people to be like, she act like this, but she dressed like that. She act like this, and that's why she dressed like that. You don't want people to look at you sideways when you get to a certain level. When you get to that level, they need to be like, yeah, I expected that. Because of all the work you've been putting in over the time, whether it be days, months, years, whatever. You need people to look at you and be like, yeah, I expected that. It's a yeah, I expected that energy. You don't want to be looked at sideways. So put in the work. Having no boundaries gives room for error, because when you're letting people give you input, when you're letting people tell you how they would go about it, when you're letting people hear what you say, but then they're like not as interested, it all gives you a negative feeling. And regardless of whether you want to accept it or not, it changes the way you're going to take action. It makes you think twice about the things you're going to do. It stops you from taking chances. It prevents you from being as risky as you should have been to make it successful. That's why you have to keep things to yourself and try it out. And then when it worked, you tell people, yeah, I had this thought and I was doing this. And but don't overshare. The thing about bad habits is that they are the easiest things to develop and the hardest things to break, and unfortunately nobody is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. I'm telling you from experience. Nobody's knocking on your door and saying, Makita, let me help you be your most luxurious self. I have to wake up every day and say, I don't want this for me. I don't want this to be me. I don't want people to see me like this. And I wake up every day and I try again. The whole thing about becoming a better person is just trying again and hoping that today is better than yesterday. You're not going to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. If you were perfect, you wouldn't be human. And at the end of the day, no matter what you want to call it, you're human. So if you want to be the best version of yourself, you need to just try. You need to wake up and say, this is who I am. This is who I'm going to be. I'm going to be a person who does their grocery and does their laundry in the morning. Do it. That's it. Nobody is going to say, oh, well, you wasn't doing your laundry last year. Nobody cares. If anybody cared, they're weird. And on this channel, we're not being weird. That is it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Follow me on Instagram at Makita, MAK3DA_. Follow my business page on Instagram at Luxempulse. And follow my business page on TikTok at Luxempulse. And I will see y'all in the next one, which will be tomorrow, because your girl got an Impulse Marathon going on. I need y'all to comment Impulse Marathon, hashtag Impulse Marathon. Tell the people Impulse Marathon is going on, because what am I doing? A marathon! Love ya. See y'all later.